stopped counting at the 3.
He stopped counting, and I lost track of where we were.
Oh yeah, well we're
Oh
live now.
shit, we're live now. Hey everybody, welcome back to Dude, Where's My Drift? As we keep playing Mechageddon. We actually did it, guys. We are playing two. I say that because Mechageddon is technically just one book, but it is broken up into 3 mini books, all written by different authors. We just finished Colossus Clash, which is written by the very lovely, very kind Joseph Blomquist. How do you guys feel about book 1?
It's rad.
I loved it. I thought it was rad.
It was great. It set up a lot of fun stuff. I have many questions and no answers, and that's just the way I love it. Like to have my games.
There was just enough of a mystery that we couldn't fucking do anything about.
Yeah, to the point
it has
where
a nice meat hook in you.
To the point where you don't even know if there is a mystery. It might just be big kaiju fight.
Oh, there's absolutely a mystery. Come on, we ran into that one weird random.
There's so much black ichor there. All this black ichor though.
Black ichor is bad.
Black ichor is bad.
Black ichor though.
Something I really liked about the first book was Big Monster.
Okay.
I really enjoyed Big Monster.
Yeah. How do you feel about?
In addition to the plot stuff.
How do you feel about Big Robot?
Big Robot, pretty cool.
Yeah, Big Robot.
Big Monster
cool.
though.
Big Monster though.
Yeah.
Big Robot good, but Big Monster cooler.
I can.
Big Robot versus Big Monster. Now you're cooking.
Even cooler.
That's the best.
I can confirm that in book 2 there is, mild spoiler, still Big Monster.
Are there big robots too though?
There also are still big robots. So
all right. But does book 2 get into more big robot on big robot action?
Big robot on big robot action.
Yes, that's
like robot versus robot.
Robot versus robot.
Have you guys had big robot on robot action yet? Not
I
really,
know,
right?
Like the couple like first testing sessions we did, where we were like in training sims. That's about it.
Oh yeah, like it was my little homebrew stuff. I kind of did, although the one wasn't really a homebrew. It was one of the Paizo early session things, whatever they want to call it. It was from a blog post, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're allowed to talk about it if it's in a blog post.
Which one may or may not no longer exist on the internet because of issues. We'll just go with that.
Yeah, who knows? It was basically like hockey fight, but with robot and no hockey puck.
Yeah.
So
Speaking
not
of,
I like that we're just let's continue
Mamas.
Just single wording every fucking thing that we do about
yeah, we speak well about Big Robot. many thoughts about Big Robot.
Big Robot good, big corporation bad though.
We don't know that.
We don't know.
We can infer.
That's why question mark.
So like you know thought process on that. They're like, yeah, we have that final scene where she's looking out of the city and she's like, country feel like never again. Like honestly, it's Loki. A bunch of kaiju just attacking the video of the city. Like, yeah, I don't blame her for wanting to be like never again at that moment. I would be too.
Yeah, I mean, that was a
I feel like
purposely ambiguous
scene. Need to slow down on that never again though, because like it's been happening for decades. Like, hold on.
Hey, we haven't had Tara Lynx doing it for decades yet. She just kind of got in charge pretty recently, so.
Just saying, you know.
But before we continue the story of Big Robot and Big Monster, I have one little question for you guys. What song would your characters have as their walkout music for a wrestling match?
Ooh.
Lightning. Or sorry, thunder.
I was gonna
ACPC
ask.
thunder,
yeah.
not the dragons.
I was like, lightning by live? Lightning crashes?
My mind went straight to the one by Imagine Dragons.
Not that.
Thunder.
Anything but
thunder,
that.
Lightning and the thunder.
You know what they say
Totally
about
turned to
Imagine
stone
Dragons?
by ELO.
Okay, some ELO action. That's a little. I
Yeah,
think that says more
he's
about
gonna
you,
have
Corey.
fun with it. He's gonna have a great energy. You think that he'd be a heel? Absolutely not. Not a heel.
You know
I
what?
don't think.
You know
I
what?
don't think he would be a heel.
He's a golden giant. Everybody loves him.
He's a real John Cena type,
I think Mages
even though
would
John
come
Cena was
out-
just a heel.
I think Mages would come out to something like.
He's a great heel.
Oh, it's gonna be terrible of me, isn't it? Dirt Off Your Shoulders by Jay-Z.
Okay, that's.
Someone brush your shoulders off.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a very confident song for Mages to come out onto.
I think it's his song. I think he's a very confident person, really.
For being a little person, it would be
Yeah.
very funny to watch Mages do an actual wrestling match.
It would.
I'm gonna be honest. I looked up songs with Stone in the title and picked my favorite out of them. At ELO.
I mean, that I'm not surprised.
I don't know for pivot. Maybe We Will Rock You.
Okay. You also
How
went
do
with
you
the
feel
Stone
about that?
theme.
Yeah. That's true.
It's funny.
Ooh, what's this? I Am a Stone. Demon Hunter. Oh god, that's terrible. It's Christian metalcore. I did not look at all the tags on this before I clicked that.
That's a genre right there.
They don't need any
No.
free advertising.
Bad. Ooh, wait. Here's Journey. Stone in Love. Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah.
Probably like an
Total
edit of We
fucking
Will Rock You
dadcore
though,
right now.
to have like the right BPM for running. You know,
Okay, yeah.
like it's like
it's a little bit
sped
of a
up version.
brisker pace,
Yeah.
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 It's like We Will Rock You done by like Fallout Boy or something. So it's got a little bit more jazz to it, a little bit more zip.
Yeah. There you go.
I'd
Yes,
listen to
Fallout
that.
Boy, known for their jazz.
Yeah, known for their jazz music.
I mean, they are. The what's his face in Fallout Boy is a fucking ruthless guitarist. He's actually really good.
Mhm.
Yeah, but doesn't play jazz.
I'm sure he could if he
Probably.
wanted to. I'm sure he could.
I mean, any musician can really play jazz. At that point, you're just taking a few beats and then going crazy and having fun with it.
Not if you ask a jazz musician.
Yeah, it's not. It's not that. But anyway, you guys just finished the big fight at Apex Tower. It has been like a week or two since the final fight with Torment. New Valor has seen better days. Who's putting a brick on my?
Oh, you can see that.
I saw that.
I didn't think you'd see it in my hand. Yeah, I was just wondering, like, oh, that's a little half brick.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So New Valor has seen better days. It has seen worse days. A good part of the town or city got kind of shit on. I think we kind of talked about last time a little bit about some of the repercussions.
Yeah, whole neighborhoods are going to be gentrified now. It's going to be terrible.
Yeah. We saw a shot
Fucking
of
Jamba Juice.
Firefight being the only survivor of her whole squad again. We saw Raptor, who came in to rescue you guys in the final fight and ended up basically giving you guys just enough time to take down Torment, but also ended up taking a Dracogor claw to his chest, basically.
Or, you kill Stole
We
from Magus.
we saw the two guardians,
Davey, you never had a
Kanara
chance.
Tren and Zupisha Loraru. We saw that they were.
That was always my kill.
We saw the guardians as their twin mech that they have was severely damaged, but they both survived.
Honestly, I thought we only saw one of them come out of it.
We saw only one come out initially, but as the weeks go by, you guys learn more that the other one survived. You heard about Tempest Squad as the part of the fight where you and Tempest, well, you joined up with Tempest briefly. Chuckles got pretty severely injured, as did Highbrow. But the rest of them seemed pretty unaffected outside of the mental scars they'll be carrying for now. But in the next couple weeks, what are you guys doing? Where's Omen Squad? And let's say it's been about 2 weeks. What have you guys been doing in these past 2 weeks?
I think if we don't have like direct orders, I'm fucking helping reconstruction efforts because I'm basically a fucking
Agreed.
like, walking crew.
Yeah, like 100% Mage is there helping with reconstruction efforts. He does probably like a day or two after the fight, he does like call the squad all together and have everybody meet him at like I don't know, what's the name? Did they provide a name for like the cemetery where all the MVDF fighters get buried?
There is a name. I don't recall what it is off the top of my head. If you give me 10 seconds to vamp, I can probably pull it up.
But like whatever the
they're
name
nice.
is, like May just calls his whole squad there, and like he doesn't say it. Like once everybody arrives, he doesn't say anything. He just the message was like, "Hey, can you guys meet me here?" He doesn't explain why say anything, but once you guys get there, he doesn't say anything. Just kind of starts taking everybody on like through into it and start wandering around. Like, and it's clear he knows exactly where he's going. And it's probably like a short little walk, kind of deeper down in there before he stops before a pair of very non-traditional style graves. I picture because, well, one, I don't remember if there were bodies left behind. That probably doesn't happen very often. But two, just because he is a Raxlite and they are, basically plant people, these graves are just like a pair of small trees that are just kind of growing there, but they have carved in them two names that I can never remember because I never have my backstory pulled up in front of me. I'm a terrible person.
Your own
So
mom
bear
and
with me
dad.
as I
They're
look
called
this
mom
up
and
real
dad.
quick.
That's what they are.
Yeah, they're just called Mom and Dad.
Yeah.
Oh, it is the Huskar Memorial in Zulaura's Greenway.
Yeah,
That's the memorial.
So, yeah, Huskar Memorial. You said,
And Zulaura's Greenway.
yeah. One of them is marked as Meridianus Locus Florin and Narcissium Clove Florin, with Locus and Clove being their call signs. And Magus is there just like, all right, I probably should have told you guys this sooner, but I don't like talking about it. I was born here on this planet. My parents were members of the MVDF, and they always wanted me to follow in their footsteps, but I didn't want to. They were on a squad together. They piloted a dual mech where they were both inside of it, and their call signs were Locust and Clove. I was kind of gone for a long time, but when I came back, it was because Fireflight let me know that my parents died fighting Tempest.
Torment.
I'm never going to not
Tempest
do
is a
that.
squadron.
Yeah, they weren't fighting Sharpwing.
We have
and
to
the
kill
boys.
Tempest Squadron.
And we gotta go kill Sharkwing. It's gonna be
But
super
yeah,
easy.
but I mean, it's like they died fighting Torment, and so that's why I seeing that one dead now, like it's just kind of feels bringing a little bit of peace. You know, kind of we got revenge on them.
Gingerly
That couldn't have happened
reaches
without
a
you
finger
guys.
down and touches him on his
I just
shoulder.
want to say thank you.
Well, on that note, I have something for them then, and he pulls out like 2 molars that from the back of the fucking the back teeth. He's been boiling the fucking skull so he can hang it in the fucking Husker bar.
Oh yeah,
So he puts the 2 teeth. He's like, let his calcium enrich your parents for the rest of their days.
May just kind of looks at you for a moment, like, and then nods, like, "Thank you, Keith. I can come some down here. I'll get them dug in."
I was gonna make earrings out of these, but this is cool.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's not like kaiju parts are expensive and valuable or anything like that.
That's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Who's about to get arrested? Jesus.
Oh, who knows? There's not uncommon
Don't take
sirens
me
going
alive,
through here.
baby.
Oh, yeah. So it was K. Okay.
Sorry. But yeah,
No, I could barely hear the sirens over your chewing.
I like that. Jesus.
The shade, my lord, the shade.
Yeah, why don't you ruffle that back some more?
I really had to. And
I think
outside
Danger's.
of the touching scene, or is everybody in that scene then?
I think Danger is just sort of visibly uncomfortable, and he's like, "Yeah, it was our job. We sure got it done." Can't make eye contact.
Pivot nods, and it's what we do.
I know, and I just need you guys to know I really appreciate being my squad and just being as awesome and badass as you are. Like, couldn't ask for a better squad.
Look, if we don't get out of this mausoleum soon, I'm going to freak out. My back hurts.
And yeah, then we'll just kind of like dismiss them to get back to whatever duties they were working on.
I gotta fix that doorway.
Yeah,
Son
I
of
mean,
a
with
bitch.
you guys have heard that there's fanfare coming, but nothing's been levied toward you guys quite yet. It's essentially like this whole idea of, I mean, if it wasn't for you guys specifically, like Apex Tower probably would have gotten more damaged. So Apex Tower has been really putting it out there that like Omen Squad, they are the heroes of the Siege of New Valor currently, even though it was a massive joint effort by the NVDF. Your
Yeah, we killed
guys'
the big bad evil guy.
your guys' face, all of your guys' faces are currently kind of the poster child for the survivors. Essentially, you guys were the face of the NVDF in this current encounter.
Yeah, I think as we're doing the rebuilding work, because Danger would join in, maybe not work as diligently as, say, Yeet, but he would probably be in like his dress blues and just like kind of using his fame to scope out and try to find contracts for the old family business. Like, I see your roof unit took a hell of a beating, so look us up.
It's kind of terrible.
Wow, you're a piece of shit. You're a real piece of shit.
Also, all the prices have been
Completely
raised
changes
like
my total
2,000%.
Honestly,
opinion of you.
Low-key respect the hustle, but man.
Man,
Yeah.
you're a real
Yeah,
piece
no.
of shit.
I never said he wasn't.
It definitely gives you a
He's
little
gonna
bit of
give you a
dirty look
kidney
every
punch.
time.
What was Pivot doing?
Pivot does no kidney punches, just dirty looks.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, people are. Your family business is booming because they trust you, and they think, "Oh, he saved the city, so he can save our air conditioning?" Question mark. So they're confused, but also like
He's
people
doing
trust
cheesy
you.
commercials. Oh god, where he's like in a superhero cape and shit.
Oh, yeah, there were
Eats ass.
probably
Got him.
already cheesy commercials. I feel like so. Or maybe they're slightly more high budget now.
Yeah, but they
More
involved the whole
CGI.
family then, and now it's just him and his brother hates him.
He's an
Do
alcoholic.
they do
these
good
days.
work?
he's
Does
an
your family do
alcoholic, but
good
he's
work?
doing the real
Or are
work.
they like
Good
shoddy?
question.
Are they cutting corners or are they doing good work?
Let's roll some dice to see if they do good work.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Let's do that. Come on.
I would say it's gonna be a D100. If you want to roll it, Gabe, or I can roll it.
Oh, I got some
Well,
dice
it's
handy.
not just a pure chance thing, right? It's like what is the
What's his
business
skill?
ethics
You
of
got
the
a skill?
family? Like, what's the skill? Do they
Oh,
give a
You got
shit?
engineering?
The dice roll is establishing their skill.
Okay, all right.
It's the whole organization. It's not just him.
Higher numbers better, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Okay,
is their rating on Yelp.
Yeah.
7.3 out of 10.
Okay.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
it's not bad.
It's not
like,
bad.
Yeah.
It could be better.
You can spend more money and get better help,
Mhm.
but you can also get worse. So.
Yeah.
Is Pivot here in the reconstruction efforts as well? I'm assuming.
Yeah, definitely. He's still doing his like morning routine of exercise and then going right to join the efforts immediately afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have been in. I believe it's Blue Hangar. Basically, Blue Hangar has dormitory space, so you guys haven't like returned back to the outpost Carthy. So you guys have been in New Valor this whole time, stationed within either the NVDF headquarters or Blue Hangar, whichever one your characters individually would perform, because you're kind of on like a little bit of sabbatical right now. You're not really being asked to do anything outside of help with reconstruction.
Makes sense.
But say it's been about 2 weeks, give or take, and then you guys receive a message from Raptor, Commander Raptor, and he calms you all, and he's just like, "You're being requested at Apex, the R&D facility. It's just next to where the Apex main campus is. Terralinx wants to meet up with you, and I guess personally thank you for your success and all you did to help Apex specifically. It sounds like there might be a little bit more going on with it too, but she wasn't really telling me everything. But I do know that Tempest, they left there towards Apex this morning. So
I just head straight over there. I'd like pick up my tools and bid everybody goodbye at the site that I'm working at, and say I got to clock out.
Hi, Commander. We'll get there.
Do you want to message Tempest Squad, see if they have any more info, if they are already there or are leaving, or if they had like the meeting earlier than us?
Yeah. And absolutely. Mage will then be immediately messaging Sharpie like, "Hey, Sharpie, what's going on down at R&D? We're heading there now."
there's like a couple minute awkward pause. I mean, you're like, are you texting her or voice message?
Texting.
Okay, I guess
Always
it's
be texting her.
yeah,
You
it's
always be texting her, don't
yeah.
you?
I mean,
Mhm.
you're worse than Lemire.
That's why Pivot was like, Magus, can you text and
Yep.
ask? Because like Pivot could have texted, but no,
It's
Magus.
Yeah, no.
I
She's
would say it's
regularly.
not like an awkward amount of time. But you do get a message that is like basically it says like busy right now. Talk to you soon, maybe here. Essentially, it kind of sounds like they might actually still be at Apex.
Okay.
Yeah, Major say, they're busy, and then just another message back to Sharp. I'm like, all right, and don't forget, you still owe me drink while we're here in town.
There is no response.
Cole will be bringing Wallet with him.
Okay.
Wallet hasn't gotten a lot of time out recently and starting to get antsy.
You know,
Right,
the
yeah,
problem, Magus, is that you run into the same situation as me, but in the opposite spectrum. You're too small for everyone. You have to find somebody smaller.
So you
I'm
guys,
too big.
I
assume all
don't
meet
know
up
what you're talking
before
about.
heading to Apex.
Yep.
You're always on my shoulder. You don't think that I can't look over and see you texting? You're literally always there, man.
So as you guys meet up together, and maybe you hop on the train or rent a car, or maybe there's a truck available, an MVDF truck or whatever that you guys can take, whichever way you guys want to get there. And you arrived at Apex. And it's say it's been 2 weeks.
Tandem bike situation.
Yeah, you
Only riding
guys-
Wallet.
you guys tandem bike to Apex, and you guys get to the parking lot, and like you guys remember, just 2 weeks ago, this parking lot and the building like destroyed, basically. Like the parking lot was in tatters. The buildings had giant chunks ripped out of them. There was like blaster and laser scars all over the building. Like the glass of the building was all blown out and all that stuff. But Apex is a big company, and there's very little sign of damage left over outside of a few,
dropping that money when they want
maintenance vehicles here and there. A couple, maybe there's extra people running around still doing stuff. But in general, it seems like Apex has dumped a massive amount of resources back into their facility to get it back up and running as fast as possible. And you guys make your way inside, and you get to the security ring. And they, they're expecting you. You guys hadn't made an appointment or anything like that, but they basically were told you're coming and that you have security clearance to go wherever you need to when you get here.
Were you expecting some other giant?
And basically, as you guys show up, there's a couple security officers essentially who kind of like skirt you around and guide you through, get you where you need to go. I'm going to do a quick map change.
Yay.
Sorry, I'm bad at Tailspire. Sorry.
Meeting adventure to begin.
Because as you guys enter, Apex, you guys walking past doors, and we see this shot as Danger walks past what appears to be like a a stairwell, and he kind of like he lingers on the stairwell, probably a little longer than you expect, and we see the camera kind of just zoom in a little bit on Danger's eyes as the camera fades to black, and we begin a flashback scene.
Ooh.
As we see walking through Apex Tower, approaching what appears to be a security kiosk operated by a little Isoki security guard, and we hear the building operating, and at this point in time the building is pretty fresh, pretty early, at least this wing is, and so a lot of the features of the building haven't been quite completed yet, and we hear just this vague sense of machinery and electronics behind everything in the camera. We see a bunch of we see a tiny little drone buzzing around this security guard's eyes as he's barely able to stay awake. And as the nearby lift from this Isoki pings as the doors open, we see this Isoki pop up, and we see a slightly younger, I'm assuming, looking Danger walk out of this elevator, followed behind by, is it 2 space goblins?
Ooh.
And
Space
the
goblins, huh?
we the security guard sits up a little bit, and he kind of looks towards what appears to be Danger here, and just like, who are you? What are you here for?
Mission critical upgrades to your facility. And Danger slides a little form across.
You're all right. You're here for the new put in the new air conditioning unit for the R&D lab. Awesome. Yeah, they definitely need it. Hey, do I know you? I recognize you from somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, this is kind of a side gig for me. You probably recognize me from the new Val Air Condense Force ads. It's all over the hollows.
Oh yeah. Those are catchy little jingles you got on those shows. I mean, they only ever play like after 1 a.m., so I don't always see them, but
Yeah, I wrote them.
all right. Well, if you want to take your crew down the hallway there, you'll see where you need to go if you just keep going that way. There's a foreman down there who can direct you which way you need to go.
Whoa.
Oh, and yeah, by the way, you can't smoke down here, just FYI.
Oh, this thing?
Yeah. Oh, did you just...
Candy cigarette. I love them.
Oh, they still make those. Oh, okay. All right. Just down the hallway. And so the Isoki points him down the hallway, and we see we see Danger approach what appears to be a pretty beefy looking Demai, standing over like a taped off area. And the foreman, hands over all the appropriate lockout, tag out stuff to Danger and says, "All right, I expect you guys to have it down here. We're gonna go take our little union mandated breaks. Don't go further than you need to here."
Yeah. That's cool. we're gonna do our work, and I'll come get you when you're done. So don't worry about us.
All right. And you see this Demai as he pulls out a sandwich out of a pocket as he starts going towards off camera. And then we we see one of the goblins turn around as he's holding what appears to maybe at one point in time to have been a wrench, but it's probably not really functional as a wrench currently. And he's just like, looks a little bit tougher than slapping a roof unit on an auditorium, eh, boss?
I mean, it may look intimidating, but once we get in there, I'm sure there's nothing to it. Why don't you two get started? Gonna see a man about returning a burrito.
Oh, okay. And the other goblin, is that one of those euphemisms about pooping? And the two goblins start chatting at each other. And they speak in Space Goblin at each other. And we see the Danger kind of, walk away as he kind of seems like he's just kind of wandering a little bit and just kind of seems to kind of keep walking and distracted. And then we see Danger kind of coming towards the door. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we hear a voice come at him. And we see a woman hustle over to Danger and, hey, you over there.
What? Yeah?
It's about time you guys showed up. It's hotter than a kaiju's coochie in here.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, we've been waiting 3 months to get you guys down here. You're not wriggling away. Get back here.
My crew, and he looks down and he sees like she's just got like this vice grip, and he's like knows he could physically overpower her and leave, but he looks up into her eyes and knows that he just does not have the mental fortitude to make it so, as she just bodily hauls him into the room.
All right, this place has really been struggling lately, so you're gonna have to get in here and fix it. So we see the camera shift around once again as we see Danger walking into a pretty hot, sweltering lab. We see the beads of sweat already starting to form up on his forehead as the scientist kind of watches, kind of a little bit from the distance. And we see a little terminal at the end of the other side of the room. And, what does Danger do in this situation?
So yeah, he looks back and like I think the door shuts, and he can see like she's just like she must be up on like a tippy toe. Her eye is like just visible through this little like tiny window, and he looks around and he sees she must have left her key card in this important looking terminal here. And then he spots there's another like viewport in the wall here, and it's like you can tell that it's like 6-inch thick glass, and it's kind of grimy, and he can barely make out. There's like coils and like cables and all sorts of like stuff he doesn't understand in there, and he just starts thinking that he only sees one door, but he just really doesn't want to go back by her because she was so intimidating. So he goes to the terminal and he just starts poking through. And he sees these. His eye catches on the phrase of unseal manway door. So he thinks a manway must lead somewhere. So he goes ahead and mashes yes, and just sort of ignores or doesn't see there's a very important addendum. Physical conditions within manway may be incompatible with organic life. As this stairway opens up, he crawls on in, and the screen
like a man way at all.
is blinking red.
Yeah, and as as Danger, wiggles his way into this little tiny stairway, you just hear your two space goblin employees, slaves, whatever. We don't know how they're paid. In the background as they're kind of arguing. You can just hear faintly in the distance about something about leaving a burrito and how it definitely is a metaphor, and no, it's not a metaphor. And every once in a while, they break into just straight goblin tongue, and it's just like it doesn't make any sense at all. And as Danger, walks in or crawls his way into this area, he you see all these signs and stuff on the wall, and you kind of see this little bit of you just have this feeling in the back of your head that maybe this is not where you're supposed to be currently. And as you get closer to that chamber that you were just peeking at, you feel all the hair on the back of your neck start standing up, and then you feel the hair on your arms start standing up. And then we just see Danger standing next to this electrifying device, basically, as it starts to kick on power. And then there's a bright flash of light, and as the flash of light starts to intensify, you can just read on the opposite side of the wall through the flash of light in bright red letters: Danger, Peligro. And then the scene fades to black.
Holy shit.
Is Danger actually dead? Has he been a ghost this
He's
whole
goddamn
time?
lawnmower man. He's lawnmower man, fellas.
And as the camera cuts back to Danger hesitating on the stairwell that he
Hey,
had once
Job.
walked down at one point, we cut again back to our team, and hopefully this doesn't cause everyone to die again as I switch to another map.
I am still on the landing page. I don't know if you can pull me from there.
I'll get you when I get you to this one here.
Right on. Yeah, everything went wonky. I had to reload it.
Don't forget to give me Wallop.
Oh, my bad. Let me find Wallop. Can't have you not have Wallop with you.
Wallop is coming to this meeting.
In this highly advanced technical laboratory, you're bringing your pet dog.
It says
Celebrity.
Support animal on.
He's got a little
Yes.
service vest.
Yeah, it's his emotional support.
You can't tell him no.
You can't judge him. You can't tell him no. You can't judge
Right,
him
it's
for
my
that.
emotional support dinosaur.
This is like Target, right?
Yeah,
You
this
just
is
go in
just
there
like
and your dog
Target.
can piss everywhere. It's fine.
Yeah, so as
Your
we see
emotional support animal shit on the floor. Yeah.
Omen Squad,
Okay.
you guys board an elevator, and you guys hop in this elevator, and it feels like it's going down for a while. You're kind of surprised how long you're in this elevator for. You don't know if it's just really really slow or what's going on with it.
Are they playing music like Muzak the whole time?
It's
It's all
silent.
Fallout Boy.
This elevator is silent. You don't even hear the elevator. It is nothing.
You plays with his phone for a second, then puts on Muzak just just to make
And-
everybody feel at ease.
As the doors open up and you guys step out, and you guys see a very immaculate, clean, what you would probably consider maybe new facility. It is pretty quiet in here currently. And you can see down the hallway. You see it as the doors open. You see what appears to be Tempest Squad coming out of a side hallway,
Ooh, hell yeah. I went too far. Shit.
and they start walking towards you guys.
We
I
start
activate my
walking
atomic
towards
shield
them.
and charge.
Oh god! Oh god!
He throws his rock.
Oh no!
We heard what you did to Magus' parents.
We may have misunderstood, but we heard.
We were
No,
only at-
don't take the player's dumbness into account. Just focus on the real stuff. Yeah, Mage's right. Wave and start. As we all start moving forward.
Yeah, they walk up. You see, Sharpwing looks as great as she always does, very regal, and she has a crisp new uniform on. Chuckles and Highbrow both they seem better. Chuckles actually is walking with what appears to be a little crutch, and Sharpwing and Highbrow's scales don't look quite as shiny as they have been in the past. As if they're still recovering a little bit from their injuries. And then Sharpwing's just like, Omen Squad. I see you guys got the invite too.
Well, we're the
yeah.
ones that took down the big one.
The one big one. You forgot all the other little ones. We took
I got those
down.
too.
No, I think the records say
Why
you
don't you
only got
check
like
the
6.
numbers?
They're actually still calculating our numbers. So
But I mean, yeah, I'm sure you've seen they keep telling us like, oh, the saviors of Apex. Like, I mean, it's kind of weird, but you gotta do what you gotta do for the image, right? But excited to see you guys here though. What's going on?
Sharpwing, she looks at Highbrow and kind of looks back at Chuckles, and then looks back to you, Magus. Well, Apex is starting a new project where they're doing some sort of biometric readings on the Huskars to try to see if they can find a way to better build mechs for all of us.
I could use with one that isn't made from spare parts, that's for sure.
It sounds like they're
But-
going to be giving us anything we want soon.
What do they need our biometrics for? That's kind of odd, isn't it?
Yeah, Highbrow kind of raises their eyebrow. Roll me like a little engineering check.
Can I aid
I
you?
can do that.
Yeah, you
Or
guys.
should I just roll it myself?
All of you guys can do it if you want to.
I'll
Or
throw
you
down
can
an
aid.
8.
I got a 24.
No idea. Makes sense to me.
I got a 36.
Highbrow just kind of starts. Yeah, they're looking to find better ways to improve the connection and inputs from the Huskars to the actual pilot, to the actual mechs. So they want to have the actual feedback of our
This is
actual
Lawnmower Man.
biometrics the way they can
So-
improve that.
So wait, are they talking? Are they talking like direct neural input so we control it with our brains instead of the regular control consoles, or were they talking like putting us in
Goddamn
super
lawnmower.
skin tight bodysuits that then anything we move, the mech moves with it?
I like that. I'd look good in a skin tight bodysuit, and I think that would be a good way for me to pilot.
How big's the
Uh,
probe?
Look, last time I was in a skin tight bodysuit, I had to stay away from the schools.
Chuckles just speaks up and it's just like, yeah,
I wasn't even at school.
they're just trying to get the
I
data
was
first.
3 blocks
and
away.
Once they have a better understanding of our physical states while in the actual in the mix, then they're going to start building more technology to fit around us.
Huh. Interesting, I guess.
Yeah, it's a weird one, but well, we went through the process, so.
Oh, honestly, at 1 to 10, how invasive was it?
Starburst just kind of shrugs and, yeah, it wasn't too bad. I mean, no probes actually, so unfortunately, yeah, you get to miss out on that.
Sorry, Danger. I guess you're out of luck on that one today.
Although
Cricket.
Sharpwing does speak out real
He
quick.
thinks to himself wistfully, "It has been a while."
Sharpwing does speak a little bit, and it's just like, yeah, the just be warned about Terra Lynx's assistant, Wynode. He's he's a he's a little weird. I would say he's kind of like a service drone, but with a little less personality.
That's terrifying to think about.
Okay.
But anyway, we have to get back to Blue Hanger. We're actually already due to be out back on patrols starting tomorrow. So
Oh, that. Well, I guess we'll probably be heading out not long after that then.
Don't worry. That's what
she yeah.
it's magic.
Excuse me. Uh,
Didn't seem suspicious.
so he does.
Yeah. That's
And
why we're here.
he turns it and leads you guys into this laboratory space.
I like him.
Wow. Could be a little more personal, my friend.
I'm
You know,
not paid to be personable. I'm paid to get the data.
So what you're saying is you flunked out of medical school for your bedside personality. Got it.
I actually
I
have
don't think that
several
you can
degrees.
actually
Please,
flunk out of medical
can you please
school for
enter
that.
this research, enter this room here, and we will begin.
I've had
the
some real
examination.
asshole doctors lately.
And he will direct you guys into a couple different rooms if you're willing. Where you will, he starts with just basic medical exam stuff. Getting your heights, your weights, your blood pressure. He
Uh-oh.
gets you like a lung capacity test going on.
Do they run off of a standard, or is it based upon individuals' races?
Do you ask him that?
Yeah.
I actually have baseline metrics for all of your individual selves based off previous standards when you went through Huskar school. We're trying to
Oh.
see initially where you've improved and not improved, as well as seeing where there are potential gaps in future
Sorry,
endeavors.
what's your name?
I am Dr. Waynode Unch. Yeah, that's right. He's got a terrible name.
Okay, you got it.
Nooch?
Unch.
Dr. Nooch?
Unch. Waynode Unch. He says it
Nooch.
several times out loud.
All right,
Unch.
Dr. Inch. Who wants to go
sounds
first?
like a Jay and Silent Bob fucking saying. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
All right, strap me in, Dr. Gooch.
Yeah, right in the gooch, right?
Oh.
That's what I heard.
All right. I can see you're going to be worse than Tempest was.
We get that a
Oh.
lot.
Nah, we're not
Most
worse than them.
assuredly, we will be much better than them in all respects.
A lot of ego also as he writes that down.
It goes with the frame, though.
Talented
All right.
people often have egos, wouldn't you say, Doctor?
No, I'm quite talented at my job, and I believe I don't have any ego at all.
Can I roll a sense motive on that?
That's not how.
You can actually, if you want
have
to.
a little bit of it.
I'm also gonna roll a
Do you not
sense
have
motive
any
on that.
identity?
Rather crack eye.
That's not how ego
Roll
works
high.
at all.
Hoping to roll low. I got
Okay,
15.
so bear with me here. I rolled a 2 on the die.
Mhm.
So my sense motive is only going to be a dirty 20.
Oh,
I rolled a
Jesus
16 on the
Oh.
die, so got a 15.
Christ. Okay.
I also rolled
Uh,
a 6 on my expertise on that one, though. So
You guys both think that this guy thinks very little of you guys and probably thinks very highly of himself in relation to you guys.
Oh, yeah, no, that's what I was getting at.
That's what
with
you're
the
assuming
talented
based
people
off
have
what you
ego.
roll.
That is what I
Yeah.
was. Yeah, that is
Yeah.
what I was doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't need to roll that roll to know that.
So yeah, he runs you guys through a series of tests. As I said, it starts off with your basic, health exam type stuff, physical stuff, and then eventually you guys you get put on like a treadmill or whatever to like to test your cardio output. You're running on a treadmill, and then he has you do some like the weightlifting type stuff to figure out like what your like maximum and minimum weights are.
Yeah, that goes well. I feel like May just gets really excited because he can actually lift like a 1 pound weight now.
As you like hit that 1 pound metric, you see him like, very nice, as he writes something down.
Guys, I actually did listen to Pounder.
Holy shit, that's fucking impressive. You weigh like 16 ounces yourself.
I know. I love my body weight.
That's incredible. High fives.
I also grew an inch. Heck yeah, it's a good day.
Look at you, short king.
May just measures in at 19 inches now instead of 18.
Yeah.
Wow. Gonna have to get you all new clothes.
That's our squad boss.
His pants don't fit. Look at him. He's such a big boy.
And it's like
Their pants are flood pants now.
it's a couple hours, two
Why
to
got them
3
high
hours,
waters
all
up?
these different tests. There's a couple other lab assistants that come in and help deliver these tests.
I blow out their treadmill.
And then you guys start to finish, and he's just, all right, please wait in the conference room across the hall. Miss Lynx will be here shortly to talk to you all.
So do you think I could keep using the treadmill while we wait, actually?
We already have your.
It makes him
No.
calm. Just let
No.
him do it.
You can set Wallop on it. Let Wallop run. He needs more exercise.
Actually, did they test Wallop? I would like them to test Wallop.
I mean, if you ask them to, they will, I guess. Yeah.
I will ask them to then. Yeah.
Yeah. The doctor kind of smiles a little bit, looking at Wallop, and then, turns
Anything
towards
rare by Malkin Pachycephalosaurid.
Pachycephalosaurus.
Saurid, I think.
Yeah. He just says something about under his breath. You can probably just barely hear about. It's nice to have a patient that doesn't talk back to you.
Pivot can now speak to animals because of a augmentation, so he can actually speak to Wallop and like translate.
What does
Wallop
Wallop?
has any messages.
What does Wallop think about this guy?
I think Wallop's just excited to be somewhere. I think
Oh,
I think Wallop has golden retriever energy.
Like, kind of sounds terrible, but also great.
So just like, look how good I am! I'm
love
so
that,
fast!
actually.
I'm so fast!
My name's Wallop, and I'm very fast. It's very nice to meet you. I'm so fast.
Is Wallop Australian?
I'm probably the fastest boy you've ever met.
Apparently.
Right. That's
I mean, I feel like Demarco is a little bit space at Australia, so
It does have Murder Island vibes.
Yeah, it's totally fucking space Australia.
so. As you you guys
Spaustralia,
all
if you will.
go into the conference room, I'm assuming we're just gonna pull everybody in there.
If you try to get Spokane there, they will put you in prison for life.
Is Wallop coming into the?
Yes.
All right, Wallop.
I
can
trained
curl up
with
in the
Wallop
corner.
today. He can actually help me on diplomacy checks.
That's kind of hilarious.
Mhm.
he's just a cute.
One of my
He's just a cute,
archetype
goodest
things.
boy. That's all.
I've never
Yeah.
thought of a headbutting dinosaur animal to be diplomatic at all, really.
He is the goodest, cutest
like
little
that.
boy. What do you expect?
There is a duality to this animal that I am here for.
Yeah.
So as you guys have been in here for like 10 minutes. It feels like a long while. There's like snacks and stuff set out on this table. And then
May just
eventually,
sees how many peanuts he can throw in Yeet's mouth.
Tara Lynx walks through the door. You guys remember her from the New Valor
Unnatural 20 on
ceremony.
Dex. I think I caught a few.
And Tara Lynx kind of walks in. She kind of gives kind of a small, soft smile towards everybody, and she's just like, "Omen Squad, it's It's good to see you all here. We owe a lot to you all. I think it's important that we build on the relationship that we started so many weeks ago. That you strengthened yourself.
Oh yeah, thanks.
By
Good to see you again.
and she kind of walks forward and she takes a seat. She looks at Magus at the seat at the head of the table, but then she pulls up any seat because she doesn't have an ego.
Oh, sorry,
He
was
is
this your chair?
always, as always, standing in
No,
the back
please.
because he does not
You
sit
are,
there.
of course, the honored guest to us today. I am so thankful you all volunteered to be to join us here at Apex today.
I mean, it doesn't really make it sound like we have much of a choice, but can I make a suggestion though?
And is it Winode? Is it his I guess bedside manner?
Yeah, I was gonna suggest. Can you enroll him in a doctorate program for small talk?
She chuckles a little bit and says like, "No, I trust me. We've tried every class we can."
Or maybe
he's-
just try tabletop RPGs. I've heard that they're great for socialization. For
All right, have you tried
Reclusive
enrolling him in an
weirdos.
improv class?
We actually have a mandatory improv class for all Apex staff members when they come on board.
That's incredible
Amazing.
onboarding.
Why'd you settle on improv? Sorry, I think we're getting off topic. No.
Also,
No,
the fluorescent lights are kind of
wish-
awful.
I
If we're just talking
wish
about things you could
my
change,
fucking
the fluorescent
first
lights are kind of
week
getting to me a little bit.
training
Oh,
shit
the
fucking
lights.
entailed.
Of course. And
Just
she
improv.
she kind of waves a hand and the lights dim a little bit in the room.
That's good. Thank you.
Oh, mood lighting. Okay.
Again, I'm thankful for you joining us today. It's imperative that we have the experiences of Huskars with us within our research company so we can actually build towards a goal and develop the necessary things we need to build here so we can actually succeed in our mission.
So, Miss Lynx, what is this testing for, and what is the mission you're talking about for succeeding in? If you don't mind me asking.
A Dimalco free of Colossi attacks.
Are you talking about extinction of the Colossi, or just ultimate defense against them? And
I mean, two parts of one parts of the other. We have to be able to defend our people here.
so, what's like kind of the end game with the data and the scans? Like, what's your first main project kind of working on with all this information? And are you scanning other squads as well besides us and Tempest?
Any squad that New Valor, the MVDF, is willing to sign up with us, I guess, is on the table. And the immediate goal, as you suggesting there, is you've already seen the Kestras, the new mechs we're developing that are our next line of defense against the Colossi threat.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And
Oh,
he raised
see
an
what
eyebrow.
he did there? That's improv.
And as I said,
That's very good. High five.
we need Huskars to give us the information to make the equipment we make for the NVDF better. Without your very important participation, we will never know what we are doing is actually going to be successful without feedback directly from you.
All right, but are brain scans?
Stress, hormones, anxiety, all of these things are important to be able to counteract and consider when we're building devices and equipment that allow us to protect everyone around us.
Have y'all scanned any of that ichor? Like that seems pretty important.
Yes.
Ichor. I
Barely know her.
You should be scanning the ichor.
Didn't
She,
we not tell people about the Ichor? Didn't we
We've
give the
told
Ichor
people
just
about the
to
Ichor.
our immediate? Didn't we just
I
tell
have
give it
sent
to our
several
immediate
emails
MBDF
about
people?
the ichor.
I don't know how much you guys actually. You guys told Raptor.
Yeah, we
And-
told Raptor,
and
and then
talked
we
with
went up the
Yeah.
chain.
Tempest Squad with it a little bit.
Yeah.
But I also feel like Apex being the powerhouse they are, and the sheer amount of Ichor flooded kaiju blood that would have been all over the city by F3 attack, I feel like there's no way they don't have samples of it now.
Yeah,
No,
so
but they don't necessarily know that we know that it's something special or whatever. But yeah,
It's a corporation. They're absolutely going to play dumb.
I
To
guess
which we phrase the question as. So the kaiju attack was kind of odd, and we noticed that they're resisting attacks and entities a little bit different than the normal. Do you have any idea why that was, or what it was that drew them here to Apex itself? That was kind of weird. That like they made a beeline straight for it.
I will answer the first question that you asked. Honestly, I'm not gonna play you for fools. I'm sure you're all smart, intelligent Huskars and are aware of that there's some sort of corruption going on within the Colossi population.
I'm above average.
Whatever it is, we don't know specifically what is causing it, but we do know it is making them more aggressive. It is giving them potential resistances and immunities to certain damages, and generally makes them tougher to fight, which is why
Hey,
you're
Doge.
here. Hi.
That is a 27 cents motive check on her information about this.
18. I rolled 19 on the die for an 18 cents motive. I keep hoping to roll a 0. I love rolling zeros.
She sounds completely sincere.
I love you, man.
She doesn't sound like she's lying or that, and what she's said so far, she doesn't sound like she's hiding anything.
Mhm.
No, she's... Dude, this is a corporate cultist. You're like, they're
You-
a true believer through and
you
through
do
about their
see
own bullshit.
While
You
she's
can't fucking
talking,
stop these motherfuckers.
you know, when
They
she
get
does,
their fucking Patagonia embroidered with the fucking company logo.
while she's talking,
That's the
there
thing my company does.
when she's mentioned stuff about the Demakai free from Colossi attacks, you kind of get this hint of like anger
Resent.
from her. Like she leans towards herself personally. Maybe she leans towards the eradication of these creatures herself personally.
I don't
So-
like this lady.
But you also roll me like a culture check.
Culture check, you say? I don't
Yeah.
get expertise on this one. What is that plus here? That's a plus 14. It's going to be a 27.
I got an
16.
8 untrained.
I mean, you guys would all know that it's kind of like the history of Apex, kind of like which is, it's not like secret knowledge or anything like that. So if you've seen any sort of like documentary or special on the company, which they're not unheard of, you know that Tara Lynx is herself an orphan because of kaiju, specifically because of the month of fire, so to speak, when the last major attack on New Valor killed her parents.
Miss,
about 30 years ago, I believe, give or take.
Where I am from, my family was wiped out by, I guess, our kaiju. We had these terrible spiders.
Save it for the flashback.
Save it for the flashback. I don't think about killing all the spiders.
Do you have any idea why the kaiju were coming so hard for Apex itself? Like, yeah, there's a lot of them attacking all over the city, but it just feels like there was a thick concentration of them all coming here, and well, Torment ended up coming straight here.
Well, I mean, it's complicated, but I'm sure you know that the Colossi are not unintelligent. They know that Apex produces the Linkors, the Kestras. We've produced some of the earlier models of Valkos. We're the company that arms the new Valor Defense Force. They're not dumb.
Can I roll sense motive on that one as well?
Sure. You could also roll a like a profession Huskar if you wanted to.
That was a nat 20. I mean, if it's professional Huskar, that's a higher bonus. That's gonna be a 40.
I mean, you do know that Colossi are not dumb. Like they do have like some of them have like a +2 intelligence score depending on the strain and breed of
Mhm.
Colossi. So they might be able to realize that if you can take out the place that builds the equipment to fight them, maybe they
That's-
would have better
That's
luck.
scarier in some ways. That also indicates like a much more like firm understand, like firm, like they were all working together. Well, I guess we saw evidence that they were all there. Like someone was commanding all of them a little bit. We saw evidence of that, didn't we?
You saw that they were following Torment's commands. And when Torment died, the ones that were still within the city left or tried to flee.
Has there been any evidence previously of groups of kaiju falling under a single entity, like what happened here, where these ones are all kind of following Torment?
I don't think there's been anything documented quite as well as this recent attack. There's rumors about the month of fire, but again, those are just rumors. Nothing
That was also
nothing's ever been said, but that was also a time period when we were less interested in the research of the situation and more interested in how much firepower we could put at them. Anyway, I do hope we can continue building this partnership between Omen Squad specifically and Apex. I'm willing to put forth as many resources I can towards making sure you are capable and successful in your guys' mission. All we ask from you guys in return is to essentially come back again and let us run these tests again to see how things have changed within you as you're becoming more experienced Huskars.
Can we get a copy of the data? Like, can you just share us on all the data and everything that you kind of discover and are looking at with us?
The copy of your own data. Yes, sure, of course. Yes. I don't see anything
He
wrong
has
with that.
no ranks and sense motive. He trusts this woman wholeheartedly. He is going.
She sounds nice. She sounds
She sounds
convincing.
very nice. She's going to
feel
give
like
us
Mage
money for being good at killing the big things.
I feel like Mage is
Don't
well
you
enough that, like,
understand?
yeah, she feels this all on the up and up. So
Anyway, I know you're currently living at Blue Hangar, as well as the NVDF headquarters.
I'm
I-
actually in a tent outside. I can't fit.
We do have some facilities here if you want to stay closer here. We would willing to provide for you as well in that situation. In fact, I would actually love to show you guys something. And she pushes up out of her chair to step out of the room. You guys
I
gonna
follow.
You gonna follow her?
No,
Okay.
it's just gonna hang out.
All right.
I
that's
can't
fine.
get through the door without the GM.
I'll move you. So she walks out the little laboratory, and she walks down the hallway, and she goes towards what appears to be a locked door. We've been working on this space for quite a while before the attack, even. But I just want to give you an idea of what we've been working on. And she swipes a card on the door. And the
Just looks
door
like an empty
opens.
abyss.
Hold on. And you guys see the door open.
Whoa.
Please enter.
Oh, this is much bigger.
This is where we've been diligently working for the past several years, honestly. And you see inside this massive hangar, you see mechs and the little bays. You see people running all over the place. This is the most people you've seen inside this room since you've been here, anywhere. It is a massively active facility. And you see, like in the far side, you see mechs that look vaguely like the mechs you guys are currently operating, but maybe they seem vaguely different also. Like they're copying designs and rebuilding them in certain ways. I just want you to know that we are willing to spend no expense. Well, willing to spend all expense, I guess.
Spare no expense.
Spare no expense. Thank you, Danger. Danger, have you been here before?
In this exact room, no.
No, you just your face always strikes me as very familiar.
Right. Yeah. No.
Side
There was
eye.
no accident. No.
And yeah, that's where we can take a little 5-minute bio break, as you guys can look across this hangar as stuff is going busy in this hangar.
All right.
counting so I don't lose track of where we are. Welcome back, everybody, to Dude, Where's My Drift? We just ended our first half of our session here as the players get brought into the Apex R&D hangar, which is a bustling room of activity and just big old mechs, all of which here are definitely not IP that we cannot talk about.
No. So don't even mention it. Maybe
Yeah.
at all in the comments.
God damn.
Ooh.
It would be a shame if we let slip.
How awesome some of these some of these EW versions look.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone ever wants to have their mechs be really close to my heart, there's an option.
I mean, I already told you kind of what my base concept for Magus' mech is.
Hold on, let me search real quick.
I know you have it somewhere. Someone has to have done it.
I like
remember
mechs with big eyebrows.
Mechs with big eyebrows. Well,
Yeah.
you're in the right place.
Uh-huh.
Is that what your grinder profile says, too?
I have some slightly alternative versions of like 3 of these sitting on top of my bookshelf right now.
Oh, I don't have.
I'm willing to
Epion
make
in here.
exceptions.
Oh.
I also wish I would have had Turn A Gundam in here because Turn A Gundam does not have big eyebrows. Turn A Gundam has a big mustache.
Amazing. Well, I mean, it's just like Unicorn was not in destroy mode. It doesn't have big eyebrows. It has a horn.
Yeah, it's just horny. Yeah,
Yeah, a little bit like this one.
that's
That's
it.
super horny, bud.
That's Banshee,
That's
not
super horny.
Unicorn. Don't be weird.
Well, I don't have a unicorn that goes in normal mode. My unicorn is permanently in destroy mode.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's
Yeah,
also
does
12
it
foot
get
tall.
more
So.
erect as it gets into destroy mode?
Do you get more erect when you get into
Wow.
destroy mode?
That's not
No, this is
all
like
a
it takes
euphemism.
seeing red. It takes seeing red to go into rage mode to a whole other level.
Anyway,
Oh, he said seeing red. I
As
thought he
the,
said the thing turns red too, and I was like adults.
the scene continues as Tara Link's very enthusiastically kind of walks you guys and gives you a tour of all the stuff they're doing in progress. And eventually the scene it fades to black as the tour of Apex Tower ends. Where are you guys at in your headspaces?
Magus is very kind of excited about the research opportunities and the development, but like he's, as we kind of discovered a little bit at the party when he was talking with what's her name from the Xeno Warden, like he doesn't believe in the full on extermination of the kaiju. He thinks that they are just another aspect of the ecosystem, natural system balances that is this planet, and like completely eliminating them is a terrible idea. Keeping their population under control and in areas where they're not going to encroach on cities and things like that is to him much the better approach. And so he is worried about that.
Sorry, go ahead. I thought you were done.
I said no. So I was going to say, so he is worried about, like, especially with his new attack on New Valley City itself, like he's very much concerned that these kind of sentiments of like, no, we can't just destroy them outright. It's going to get pushed further and further back, and it's going to become more and more like total war, which he's again just not a proponent of.
So you always mentioned that they're like a natural part of that you believe them to be like a natural part of the ecosystem, but like we know that they're genetically not right? Like that's I'm not misremembering. Like we do know
was
that they
my
are not a
understanding.
native species,
Like when they
Right?
first described Dimalco, there was an event that happened that awakened these things.
right?
So they
Kate's point though is
haven't
that
been.
there's
So
a
they might
long
have
time
been.
before the
Just like
yeah, but
But it's the idea that
where you it didn't. I think
you know, I'll pass. No, I've been.
well,
Yeah. But this
It's not big.
but you realize
I would go up.
see, I'm
You mean
Sounds tough.
as a don't? It's a gun.
Wow. That
Yeah. Everybody else,
I'm going AWOL.
feel like made is kind of, I ain't no. Sure.
At a 9.
Uh-oh. Why you up? No, it's fine. It's fine. Um. Do you have any? You just want the information. Rap.
Walk in the park.
I know. There are. So you guys.
There is an it's basically like can I borrow 80 so that I can
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you guys.
influencer kit?
Guys, making your way. And you guys.
Like that group.
Yeah. Very dropped.
Roger.
Danger on Yeah, and
Over
I
yonder.
thought we were gonna get inside and go on an adventure.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you guys
Yonder
yap
Mountain
too
String
much,
Band
and I
Depot?
yap too much. So here we are.
First of all, how dare you?
How dare me?
First of all.
Again, I want
First
to
of all,
thank
I
you
don't
First
guys.
of all,
appreciate much.
Gabe.
How rude.
You look adorable.
With my cat?
You
Also,
and your
I
cat
just
all
I just
snuggle.
appreciate
You're all
Gabe
bundled up.
gets the cozy night.
My
after
cats
the night
never
gets
want a
under the
blanket on.
It's also 90 degrees here in Iowa. Why do you have a
He's in the
freaking
basement, though,
fleece
right?
blanket on?
If my cat wants to be baby, my cat's gonna be baby.
Aren't you in the basement?
Yeah, it's pretty chilly down here.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
Anyway,
Yeah, the basement's nice.
I want
It's nice
to
and chill.
thank
Just
you
chill,
guys again for playing
like a
with
little house
me.
with us.
Thank you for playing through book 1 of Mechageddon with me. I'm
It was
very
great.
glad you
Thank you.
guys again agreed to have me be the lead, taking you through this very fun book.
Yeah.
Buddy, I don't know that
Things are
anybody could do
just
it as
Gonna get
the
more
justice that
fun,
you
to
are.
be honest.
I
It's a
am
lot of
here
fun.
for it.
I'm so
Thank
excited
you for running
everything.
Doge.
We'll see you all in. Well, we'll see 3 of us in 2 weeks. I believe one of us is off in 2 weeks.
Maybe.
Yeah,
off.
maybe.
We'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
We'll see if this motherfucking contractor shows up. Goodbye. Good night.